What impressed me about Jon when he presented to me was his enthusiasm, and he was obviously a subject matter expert, there's no doubt about that. But I quickly realised as the organisation embraced what he was doing that we saw changes happening. We were an organisation that was diverse in terms of product and in terms of geography. And by moving Jon around the country, we got one shared vision, one shared sense of outcomes. And of course, once we saw the teamwork developing, we changed the systems, we changed the measurement systems, the reward systems, so that we could reinforce what he was doing. And I have to say, when we look back now, it was one of the most engaging things we ever did for the company.
What have been the tangible results now, other than just feeling good for you and the team?
Productivity, number one. The way in which I now request a task for my staff to undertake something is profoundly different, which also results in the work that they give back to me to review being of a far higher standard. Simply. That simple change makes us operate all so much more efficiently. Then we're able to do more, and we're less stressed in the process of doing it. It's a bit of a snowball effect, obviously. But some very subtle little changes that we made enabled us to work so much more collaboratively.
And I needed somebody to come along and help bring the team together under one particular banner and have something that kind of consolidated the team. So I invited Jon to come to our kick-off meeting and to talk to the team and do some team building exercises that would actually help consolidate the marketing team as one. And the feedback that we got from the session afterwards was it was not only worthwhile, but it was actually life-changing. And a lot of people thought, this is the kind of stuff that I actually need to help me understand both my place in marketing, but more importantly, my place as part of the team.
There was a level of passion and energy that really was infectious with the group. So for a lot of people who might have been cynical or reluctantly taking part in the exercise, the energy levels were kept up. The messages got through, and Jon dealt with the variety of styles very well and was able to impact a wide variety.
Jon Pratlett's been working with us for the last 18 months on improving our leadership across the business. The impact that that's had on us is that we now work together better. People are starting to change their behaviours. It's increased clarity around tasks being given to people. Systems are changing. Things are being streamlined. People are feeling better about being at work because our leadership styles have changed. And probably the biggest impact that I see as a human resources practitioner is that the turnover has slowed down. And you might think that that's a little thing, but it's huge.
Fantastic presenter. Why do I say that? I think he's got an enormous energy, and that's really valuable in terms of getting the engagement of the people that you try to teach. The other piece is that he's very good with anecdotes. He brings things to life really well, so that helps things resonate for people. Personally, I've still never forgotten one of the anecdotes Jon gave me over a decade ago. It was a very simple piece and it sticks in my mind, and it's representative of how Jon gets through to people. He said to me, he said in one of the courses that I attended, a simple saying, I like ice cream, but when I go fishing I use worms because fish like worms. That's a simple way that I always remember to think about my customer, think about what's going on in the head of the person that I'm presenting to or trying to win over on an idea. That's just a simple demonstration of the way Jon can get cut through with a simple message.
Many of these types of programs, the one we did with Jon was outstanding. I would say 3 years on, the 6 of us that work closely together on that program work as well together today as we did when we finished the program. So my key benefit from participating has been sustainability. The amount of trust between those people, which cuts down on checking up on each other and following through on budgets, has just been extraordinary. And it's one of the things I really enjoy about working for the organisation.
Working with Jon in terms of the change for our team is it really opened the dialogue. It allowed us to be more decisive, to debate and discuss things more openly, but less confrontationally in terms of making the decisions. As a team, the dynamics changed as a result. The processes, the speed with which we're able to do things and contribute all improved.
My experience at the moment of working right across Asia Pacific, from countries such as India and China through to Australia and Japan, the skills and the models that Jon brings to his various programs and initiatives that he designs for organisations has applicability not only within each of those levels of management, but also across various cultures. The skills are very transportable and the models are very easy to understand, but highly...
He is full of energy. He walks into any room and lights up people's faces. When he walks in, he gets people up and energetic and energized. And so if I particularly have a large room of, say, 100 people, the first person I would turn to outsource that to would be Jon. He can handle large crowds very, very well. He's an incredible storyteller, and he is able to connect to lots of people at the same time. He's also very good with logistics and organizing people in terms of very creative games and very creative ways of getting them involved.
Hi, I'm John Eales. I've been one of the founders of the Metal Group, and in my time in the Metal Group we've done a lot of work with Jon Pratlett. And the great thing about Jon is he has a wonderful way to engage the people that he works with. What he does is through his interaction, through his energy, his high energy, he actually makes all the people in the room interact and focus on what it is that they want to achieve on that day, and particularly on what it is that they want to achieve over the next 12 months, next 3 years, next 5 years, and to put that all in context on what they can start working with that day.
The results were amazing, far exceeding my expectations. The improvement in morale was apparent immediately. They developed an air of cooperation, understanding and mutual respect. The tensions eased dramatically. And I was over the moon because my business achieved its income and operational growth objectives within that first year. So if you really need a helping hand in developing your team to its full potential, I highly recommend that you speak to Jon Pratlett.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good time and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a